Come on, Noboru. If you don't hurry up, I'm gonna leave you behind. Wait up, Ryu! I'm coming!
Hey, both of you, don't run inside of the house. My name is Yukio. I'm 35 years old, and after changing companies to a general company, I met Satomi through an introduction from our mutual friend. After we dated for about 4 years, we got married, and soon after, we became parents. Right now, I'm blessed with 2 sons, and I'm very happy. What? You're pregnant? With a 3rd?
That's right.
Wow! This is amazing! And with this, Noboru is going to become a big brother too!
Yee! Noboru, you're going to become a big brother now, so you need to pull it together. Yeah, I'm going to become a cool guy, just like my brother. So, is it a girl or a boy?
I don't know that yet, but I think we know around the time of your birthday, Ryu.
Wow, I can't wait.
With a family of 4, I truly felt that I was the happiest man in the world down to my core. Satomi was working part-time as a teacher, but now that we were going to have 3 children, I thought that that would be a lot to handle. And so we're thinking about having her resign with this pregnancy. Her physical health was about to become more unsteady with the pregnancy, and so I was going to put more effort into helping out around the house than before. Hello, Mom? What's the matter?
Actually, there's something really important that I need to talk to you about. Do you think you can come over to the family house soon? It can even be this weekend when you're free. But if possible, I want you to come alone, Yukio.
Sure, that's fine. Okay, I'll come on Saturday then.
Thanks. I'll be waiting for you.
As happy as I was with my family, I became worried that maybe something happened with my mom or dad, and I felt really uneasy towards my family home.
Here is a soup that I made out of tomatoes that I grew in our garden.
Let me try. It's delicious.
Really? I'm glad. Next time, I'll make some for Ryu and for Noboru.
They both hate tomatoes, but if they try this soup, then maybe they might change their minds.
I hope so. You can't let children be such picky eaters. You need to make sure that they learn to like all kinds of flavors as children. Otherwise, when they're adults, they won't have developed taste buds.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyway, let's get to the main topic why I asked you to come here. Has anything strange happened at home recently?
Strange? You mean like the laundry not drying or something like that?
That's not what I'm talking about. I meant with your wife or with your children. Has anything felt strange to you?
No, not in particular.
Is that so? In that case, you might become even more upset when you hear this.
What is it? Stop beating around the bush and just tell me.
About that. To tell you the truth, I've been suspicious for a while now, and that is about Ryu and Noboru.
Suspicious about what?
For example, tomatoes. When you were a kid, you used to love tomatoes. But both Ryu and Noboru hate them, don't they?
That's true, but every child is different, so that's just a preference, isn't it?
And they both only have one eyelid fold, right? But both you and your wife have double eyelids. And both of your wife's parents and my husband and I have double eyelids. And yet, both Ryu and Noboru only have single eyelids.
Now that you mention it...
And more than anything, the boys have completely different hair. How do I say this? I've always just felt like neither of them look nothing like you and...
What are you trying to say?
So you see, I truly do feel bad that I did this secretly without your permission. But I submitted a DNA test for you, Ryu, and Noboru without your permission.
What? But how?
Do you remember quite a while ago when I said that I learned how to check for cavities? And on that day, I asked the 3 of you to open your mouth, didn't I?
Yeah, I remember that, and I thought it was weird that you would be able to tell when you're not even a dentist.
At that time, I actually collected what was needed to submit for the DNA test.
I didn't notice at all.
And then, when I got the results of the DNA test, I found out that you and your children aren't biologically related.
Wait a minute, what do you mean? Are you saying that neither of my sons are my sons? What on earth is going on?
Which means, there's a really high possibility that your wife is having an affair. Or as a secret to you, she went and got a surrogate donor.
There's no way that's possible. Satomi is working as a teacher. She shouldn't have any free time to even have an affair.
But the fact is that you and your children are not biologically related. If you think that it's just my mistake, why don't you submit another DNA test yourself?
Of course, I'm definitely gonna do that. I know that there's no way that Satomi would ever have an affair. And if this is a mistake, Mom, then you're the worst.
Of course. If that happens, I will be sure to apologize.
I'm gonna go home straight away and I'm gonna get whatever's needed to submit a DNA test.
Oh, Yukio, just in case, be careful that your wife doesn't find out about this, okay?
When I heard what my mom had to say, I rushed home and I collected the necessary samples and requested a DNA test. 2 weeks later, I received the results, but not 99.9% certainty that we are not related?
What's the matter?
What? Oh, nothing. I just got the results of my latest health checkup, that's all.
And?
The results said that I'm on the verge of obesity, so I need to go on a diet. That's what I was upset about.
That's true. I feel like lately your face has gotten a little bit round.
Now that we're gonna have our third, I need to make sure I'm a cool dad.
Well then, I'm gonna go to my tea ceremony class.
Yeah, be careful on your way.
Thanks for looking after the 2 boys.
Yeah, that was close. But I can't believe this, that we are actually really not related by blood. They're taking a nap right now.
No. What's the matter, Dad?
Sorry to wake you up, son.
That's okay.
Ryu, do you want to go play catch?
Yeah,
You can throw even better than before, Ryu.
because I love baseball.
Are you going to become a baseball player in the future?
I want to become a baseball player.
Well, then we need to put you into some baseball lessons.
I wanna.
Hey, Ryu, do you think of your dad as your real dad?
What?
To you, Ryu, am I your dad?
You're my dad. Why?
Right, I am your dad, aren't I? Do you happen to have any other dads?
No, I don't. I only have one dad. That's you.
Right, of course. But where on earth would she be having an affair?
Is Mom at tea class?
That's right, at her tea class. Wait a minute. Ryu and Noboru, have you ever been to the tea class with your mom? Have you ever had tea made by your mom?
The tea class? I don't think so.
Now that I think about it, me neither. Satomi goes to tea class, but she also goes to yoga, doesn't she? But I've never seen her practice either of those. If she wasn't going to any of these lessons, then it would be possible for her to have an affair during that time. I knew that this was the worst thing to do as a husband, but I decided to hire a detective to observe my wife. 1 month later...
See you later.
Oh!
It's gotten pretty long, hasn't it?
It has, but you didn't need to come all the way to the salon. If you came over to my house, I would have cut it for you.
I know, but if I wanted to come visit you here at the shop from time to time, because this is your salon of your dreams.
And thanks to your support, it's a huge success. Although because of it, we haven't been able to find time together for dates lately.
It's a happy problem to have, but I am getting a little sad.
Me too. I'll do my best to open up my plans, so can you just wait a little bit longer?
Of course.
The detective's investigation continued for about a month. The detective fees cost quite a lot, but in return, the investigation results were very detailed. And the result of the detective's investigation was, Satomi was indeed having an affair.
Hello?
Hey, it's me. I have the day off work today, and I really wanted to see you.
What? But my kids are at home right now.
You have 2 kids, don't you? Why don't you have the older one look after the younger? I just really want to see you no matter what. I'm begging you.
All right, fine. Ryu?
Yes, Mom?
Your mom has to go somewhere, so can you look after Noboru? You're the big brother, so you can do that, right?
Okay.
Thank you, big brother.
I hired the detective to investigate, and I found out that just as you said, Mom, Satomi is having an affair.
What kind of person is the partner?
About that, it's pretty complicated, and her partner is one of her former students.
Former student?
8 years ago, before Satomi and I got married, back when Satomi was still working full-time as a teacher, Satomi met her partner.
No way. That's forbidden.
The name of the man she's cheating on me with is Seiya. Seiya's dream was to become a hairdresser, and he was studying really hard. But apparently Satomi was also passionately rooting for Seiya. They were repeatedly having individual meetings, until one day Seiya said, Ms. Satomi?
What's the matter?
I have two dreams. One of them is to open my own beauty salon, but the other one is
The other one is?
to someday marry you, Miss Satomi.
What?
Do you have a boyfriend or anything, Ms. Satomi?
Sorry, Seiya, I do. I have a boyfriend.
Oh, is that so?
I'm sorry.
But is it going well with him?
Of course it is.
I may be mistaken, but Miss Satomi... No, Satomi, you don't look happy to me.
What?
And I know that I could definitely make you happy, Satomi. So, will you please be together with me?
I'm sorry that I can't.
Why not? Am I wrong?
Because this is a student and a teacher, and that's wrong in many ways.
Is that actually a problem? That's just a taboo that society decided. If there is true love there, then I don't think that matters. I can't hold it in anymore.
What? Hey, wait. Seiya?
When there was only 3 months left until graduation, Seiya and Satomi crossed the golden line. And the child that was made at that time was Ryu.
Well then, why did Satomi marry you, Yukio? In any normal situation, she would just marry her partner, wouldn't she?
She wasn't going to the ceremony class or to yoga class, and so when I think about where those monthly fees were disappearing to...
Where were they disappearing to?
Right now, Seiya has opened up his own beauty salon, and the detective said that his suspicion is that those lesson fees disappeared towards the investment for the salon.
How awful is that? So that means that you are to Satomi.
Just her bank. This is the truth.
But when she became pregnant with Ryu, you didn't think it was suspicious? Were you planning on having a shotgun marriage?
At that time, Satomi was the one who proposed to me. She said that she wanted to get married and quit being a teacher for a bit. She wanted to have kids.
But in that case, it wouldn't have been strange if your child was born.
I got tested in the clinic, and it turns out that I'm infertile.
No way.
So, no matter how hard I tried to have my own child, it means that any child that would be born would all be from her cheating partner. Right now, the baby that she's pregnant with must be her partner Seiya's baby.
No way.
I'm sorry that you had to hear such a difficult story.
But you're the one that it's so difficult for, not me. I'm sorry. Oh.
On that day, my mom sobbed. And I did as well, until I had no tears left to cry and felt dried up inside. I was full of guilt for making my own mother have to feel such sadness. After we both cried our hearts out and we calmed down a little bit, my mother started to get an angry look on her face and spoke to me.
It's time to get a divorce. Take her to court or whatever it takes, and you need to get a full settlement fee.
You're right.
What are you thinking about for the children?
Even if we aren't biologically related, they are still my precious sons. So I'm thinking about getting full custody over them.
You're right. Well then, I'm going to go and find a lawyer right away.
I want you to wait a little bit, Mom.
What?
If we expose everything about the affair now, I don't know what Satomi might do to the third child inside of her right now.
Does that mean that until she gives birth, you're going to act like nothing is going on?
Yeah.
But that's awful.
Don't worry, I'm gonna be fine.
You can come over here anytime that you want. And you can call me anytime. So when it gets tough, just talk to me.
Thank you, Mom. And so, until Satomi's third child was going to be born, I decided that I would turn a blind eye to my wife's affair and pretend not to know. However, I also wasn't intending on doing nothing during that time. I also decided deep in my heart that I would get revenge on my own terms. It's almost the day.
The baby has kicked in my stomach so many times. It looks like a really healthy boy is going to be born.
All 3 siblings are boys. Looks like things are gonna become even more of a handful now.
You're right. Well then, I'm gonna head to work soon.
After you finish work today, are you going into maternity leave?
Yeah, that's right.
Right. Well then I'll drive you.
Thank you, honey. Well then, if you start reading from this line, you would be able to tell that the first option is a fake out. And also, if you look closely, the second option is also a fake out. Yes, Mr. Smith, do you know why? Mr. Smith, wake up right now.
My bad.
Do not sleep during class. As a punishment, you need to read the text out loud.
Yeah, Mrs. Cheating Teacher.
What? Did you just say something?
No, I didn't say anything.
Right. Surely there's no way that these kids would know about that, right?
Ugh. After that, both mother and child safely got through the birth and came out in good health. Apparently, Seiya looked out for the times that I wasn't in the hospital room and went to go see Satomi and the baby. After Satomi was released from the hospital and about 1 month later, Satomi went back to the classroom. From the birth of the baby until she went back to work during that time, I completed all of my preparations.
Well then, we're going to begin class. Everybody sit down.
She's back! Mrs. Cheating Teacher!
What?
Mrs. Satomi, you used to have an affair with one of your students, didn't you?
What on earth are you talking about?
It's a rumor going around the whole school, and that baby that you were pregnant with was actually with your cheating partner, wasn't it?
Obviously, there's no way that's not true. Stop saying nonsense and get back to your seat.
Are you suggesting that I'm lying?
What? What's that?
The employee of the beauty salon is the man you're cheating on your husband with, isn't it? Even though you're an educator, what do you think you're doing?
Where did you get that?
None of us want to be taught by a teacher who's cheating on their husband, so let us self-study.
Of course I can't let you do that. It's all a lie. That's a fake image.
What? Is that so?
If you don't hurry up and get to your seats, I'm going to give you all the worst possible grades.
Look, she's panicking.
What on earth is going on?
What is this about, Seiya? Getting involved in an extramarital affair with a customer is unprecedented. I'm sorry, but this must be some kind of mistake. Is that the truth? Apparently this person is a teacher at a school, and apparently the rumors are going around the whole school. What? Really? Anyway, until your innocence can be proved, I'm going to take over this salon, so you're forbidden from entering until then. Excuse me, but this salon belongs to you and me, doesn't it? I have no recollection of opening up a salon with the cheating piece of crap. Come on, hurry up and get out. No way.
Seiya, what is going on here?
I have no clue either. Could it be that your husband found out about this?
Do you think that's what's going on?
It has to be, and this is his way of getting back at us.
But until yesterday, there was nothing. He was totally normal. Are you sure that nobody on your side knows about us?
There's no way. I haven't told anybody about it.
I guess it must be.
Anyway, you need to talk to your husband.
All right. Hey, Yukio.
What?
No, well, I was just wondering if there's anything you wanted to say to me.
No, why?
Really?
What's the matter all of a sudden?
Well...
More importantly, this weekend on Saturday or Sunday, let's go to the amusement park. Ryu and Noboru both said they want to go.
You're right. Good idea. Let's go.
Well, then it's decided. Which amusement park should we go to?
Let's see. Just as I thought, nothing. Everything is normal. So who on earth found out about it?
The rumors only continued to spread, and the more that the rumors spread, the more I continued to expose the evidence of Satomi's affair to all kinds of places.
What the author is trying to convey in this paragraph is...
You got the joker, didn't ya? You lose.
Anyway, the purpose of this problem is...
All right, well then let's play again.
Be quiet! We're in the middle of class.
Huh? But you have no right to be teaching a class, do you? You should be quiet, teacher.
What did you say?
Even though you were having an affair, everybody all together now, affair.
Stop it already.
3 days later,
Fired? I'm fired?
When this is the situation at hand, there is no way that we can have you continue to be a teacher here. And from now on, I can only imagine that more of your family matters are going to pile on.
But that is some kind of mistake. It's one of the pranks being pulled by the students.
That's enough already. I've already received countless information and evidence. It would be one thing if you calmly acknowledged it, but instead you're pushing the blame onto your students. And we don't need a teacher like that in the school. You need to leave immediately.
Mrs. Cheating Teacher, good luck in divorce court.
At this rate, my family's going to find out about this. Before they find out, I need to come up with some kind of reason for us to move. Wait a minute. Why do I feel like a lot of our stuff is gone,
Dear Satomi, by the time you're reading this letter, I imagine myself and the children are already gone. I knew about your affair. I'm sure everything around you is going up in flames right now. That was all my doing.
So, he did know about it?
I've left the divorce papers next to this letter, so please sign them and turn them into the city office. I won't take you to court, nor am I asking for any money. However, in return, I hope you suffer greatly. If you try to say that this is blackmail or accuse me of anything, then in that case we can certainly go to court. In that case, I will collect child support fees from your partner for the years that you two fooled me, and I will also collect a settlement fee well beyond the average. If you don't want that, then calmly back down. I've already sold the house, so gather up your belongings and leave quickly. Goodbye.
What? But what about the kids? Where did the kids go? Hello?
Satomi, I was fired from the hair salon.
I was also fired from the school. But not only that, more importantly, my husband and the kids have left the house.
That means that he knew about the affair.
It looks like it.
What the hell have you done? You destroyed my dreams.
I'm sorry, but on the bright side, look, now my husband is gone. From now on, you and I can live happily together.
What do you mean live happily? How am I supposed to make any money?
We're going to move to a different state, and you can start over. In that case, we would be fine, right?
I see. Yeah, right. If we go to a different state, then surely. From there, I didn't have any interest as to what happened to Satomi and Seiya. However, on social media, I saw a video that someone posted that went a little bit viral titled, "What Happened to the Cheating Teacher and Her Hairdresser Boyfriend?" Apparently, people who followed the two of them have been spreading rumors about their past, even in their new town. However, my ex-wife was still a teacher. Because that can fall under slander, apparently she took her social media stalker to court. But then, that only caught the flame of social media even more, and it seems that she's been going up in flames for a while now. After that, I completely stopped looking at social media, and that's because I had the purpose now to raise 3 boys with my own 2 hands, and now they've all grown up to be proud adults. The oldest has gotten married, and just the other day the second very happily got engaged. The youngest just got his first job and moved out, and I have a big weight lifted off my shoulders. And I also got remarried to a woman that I dated for many years. I hope to spend the rest of my old age happily with the family I love.